Hello, it's Key
and Sedney.
We're back and we're coming to talk about communication. Communication, one of the most important categories in a relationship. What we talking about? I talked to her. I told her. She just ain't listening. I told him. He ain't listening.
Sad.
Oftentimes we say those things because we're not necessarily talking to someone that is interested, number one. Number two, maybe we're not speaking their language, meaning they don't understand exactly what we're saying. So we have to make sure that we are saying the things that are relevant to them and the situation. Listening is the number one characteristic of communication. So if you're talking and then I just say what I feel and I hadn't listened to what you said, then I'm not communicating very well.
True. I like to think of it like this. Imagine you are in a relationship with someone who they speak opposite language of you. Imagine it. Imagine you speak English and they speak Italian. No English, just Italian, right? No discrimination to the people who speak Italian.
Right.
But imagine you're in that relationship. How can you get anything accomplished? How can you get anything
that's
solved?
Good.
How can you all communicate, right? And so, or I mean, just even like you're going to a bank to get money out. That person does not speak your language. How can you get anything out of that?
That's right.
If they don't speak your language.
That's right. And this is so true because what happens is a lot of times you grow up in a different background, speaking the same language, English, but you grow up in a different background and you're raised differently. Oftentimes you'll come with your own set of communication, knowledge, ways to do things, and you have to articulate that with someone else that it may be foreign to. Whereas I may say, I'm going to take the trash out tonight. And they're like, why are you taking it out tonight? We used to always take it out in the morning on our way out. Well, my dad always took it out at night. So I'm taking it out the way he did. But why? When you can take it out in the morning. And because that's the way they were raised. And so a lot of times you assume that people were raised the same way and they know the same things and they don't. So communicating is a beautiful tool, a way to express what you feel. And you cannot go into a relationship with any assumptions. We know what those do. With any preconceived notions, because there are times where I'll say to hear a couple say, no, I didn't mean that. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. So if I'm not going to listen to you, I'm not going to believe you, then what's the point in communicating? So you have to listen. If you're with someone that you don't trust, then you're not going to believe them. So communication is out the door. So what are we talking about?
And it doesn't necessarily mean that you are wrong. One person's wrong, one person is right. It just means that you all need to discuss it and come up on something to where you all can both agree upon it.
And compromise. And compromising is not easy. That's why love is such a huge part of a relationship. Because if you love them, you'll do some stuff that you never thought you'll climb
to the moon, go across there 2 times, go up there and talk to God and speak to him, see what he up to.
Jesus.
Do 50 push-ups. Come on back down and be just
happy as a lark. Yeah, that's right.
No sweating.
No sweat. That's what love will do to you. So, when we talk relationships, we're talking communication. Speak their language. How do you know their language? You study them. You listen to them. You talk to them. You make them feel loved. And you make sure that they trust you, because if you're trying communicating and there's no trust, we just wasted some time.
So make sure you love her.
That's it.
Really love her.
Pray for her.